we're seeing a little bit more of the situation that is the Fire Force of Tokyo. Yeah. In this Fire Force episode of 4-1, this is me, the Angry Enemy fan, here to tell it. Last time, Shinra find out from a mysterious joker that his brother may be alive, and he's beginning to think about it a lot, as well as the words his mother left behind. As he and Arthur is forced to do paperwork, as is revealed that Arthur's idiocy makes it very difficult for him to do paperwork, they get a call from a normal firefighter to rescue a dog that is stuck in the tree, but it turns out to be Mamoru-kun. Actually, it turns out that Mamoru-kun seems to be wielding a mask, because, well, the mouth doesn't move when Mamoru-kun talk, although I'm not really sure what kind of gender Mamoru-kun is. It sounds like a woman under that mask, but then again, it could just be a woman voicing a man. Kind of, that is so common nowadays. Anyway, it turns out that people did a hooray on Mamoru-kun because a serial killer firefighter was just gonna be judged. And he is judged, although not exactly that many people complaining about. But then he suddenly becomes an infernal, but unlike so many infernals before him, this one seems to have bluish skin. Doesn't become a complete skeleton, although he loses a part of his head and it begins to be burning flame. But what is most surprising is that he seems to be self-aware. Well, he is self-aware. But what I say seem is that I'm not sure we are gonna see something similar like that again. Or are we? I don't know. You watch the show and find out yourself. But what I mean is, he becomes self-aware and becomes a little crazy. Well, it turns out he was always a little bit crazy. As the suddenly the 8th Brigade is called, the lieutenant calls them when it turns out that Shinra and Arthur, got stuck with Mamoru-kun to hand out the balloons. It creates a comedic scenes when Shinra just decides to blast away and Arthur jumps on Shinra's back and saying, "Hi-ho, silver away." This Arthur is a pretty simple-minded guy. He even answers the phone in this episode saying this is Arthur, the King of Camelot. So yes, it's very apparent from this just episode alone that that Arthur doesn't seem to have much grip on reality. In fact, when they meet the Infernal, the first thing Arthur is saying that you Mamoru-kun got stuck in the tree because of you, not because it was clear about the killing and killing innocent people. One of these innocent peoples appears to be very closely to be a child with a mysterious one. But then the 8th Brigade comes, but he decides to skip. But the guy decides to skip it as the Infernal. Shinra is feeling a little bit reluctant, seeing that this one is aware. However, his captain reminds him that they are duty-bound to take down Infernals. And more crazy is that as much as self-aware as this guy is, this cowardly Infernal also seems to be very, very delightful in the image. So Shinra finally pursues him and delivers a very satisfying beatdown on him. Even when Shinra turns around and the Infernal tries to do a backside in one, Shinra just breaks off his arm in just one single hit. It creates some nice effects here. I have to say the fighting effects is really nice in this situation. But it's just then that we're introduced to a new character. I'm just saying, she is mighty fine looking. Her name is Princess Hibane. Note, not Hibane Hime. No, she literally calls herself Princess Hibane, who seems to have a mysterious flame power that causes, well, I wouldn't say nausea, but it seems that Shinra has a very difficult time standing on his ground before her presence. Although she has to back away from him when he looks up her skirt and probably sees the panties, because this Hibane seems to be very obsessed about calling people gravel or dirt. In a way, how she dresses and how she acts, I am almost thinking of a dominatrix, but maybe that is an intentional one. Or maybe it's not, who cares? It's sexy, isn't it? Then her troop members come, and yeah, that is some tight suits. Finally, the 8th Brigade comes and manages to stop the quarrel between Shinra and Princess Hibane. As Hibane has jurisdiction in this area, she is to take away the thing, while one of the soldiers mock Captain Obis for his lack of fire ability. It's Maki who delivers a stealthy punch to that blow-gooder guy, as the Obi thanks his team for it all. However, we do see a mysterious scene that in this one we saw a little bit of Sister Iris praying, and even in the end when she is doing a special cleansing with a very nice suit of it all, we actually see an inblick in her past, apparently revealing that Hibane and her very likely may have been grown up in the same place together. It creates one situations where one wonder, really. But you give me your thoughts if you have any.